Have you ever looked at the cost of adoption and cringed on the inside because it felt like you were buying a baby? Well, you are not alone. In this video, I'm going to cover the cost of domestic adoption in the US and what you can expect whether you're adopting a newborn from an agency, a consultant, an attorney, or if you are wanting to self-match. Most families who want to adopt a newborn, when they look at the cost of adoption, it feels like you're buying a baby. So before we get into the video, make sure you subscribe to my channel, like this video, and share with your friends. All right, guys, so the cost of domestic adoption fluctuates depending on the professional that you use for your adoption, okay? If you choose to work with an agency, you can expect the cost to be somewhere between $10,000 to $40,000 plus. Now, my recommendation is always to talk to the agency that you want to work with and ask them what the money is being used for. Because if you know how the money is being allocated, then you know that you are not buying a baby and it makes your heart more at peace, okay? So you want to know where every penny is going and how mom is being served, how she's being cared for, and make sure that her interests are also protected. If you're looking to adopt through a consultant, you can expect the cost to also be somewhere between $10,000 and $40,000 plus. A consultant is a third party who helps you have your profile placed with several different agencies at the same time. And so the cost can actually sometimes be even more than just working with one agency, just because you're getting the service of being placed in front of multiple agencies at the same time. So depending on what your budget allows, you can have your profile be placed in front of several agencies. Now, in this video right here, I went into detail about the difference between an agency and a consultant, okay? So if you want to know more, go ahead and check out that video after you're done watching this one to get more information about that. If you decide to work with a lawyer for your adoption, you can expect the cost to be somewhere between $10,000 to $30,000 plus. Hey friends, stay tuned for a special announcement. Are you ready to embark on this incredible journey called adoption, but you are unsure where to start? You are not alone. I want to let you know that doors are now opened to our signature course called the Kingdom Adoption Launchpad. And you're going to want to sign up because in this 4-week live course, we're going to equip you with the knowledge, the tools, and the support that you need to start your adoption journey confidently. We're going to cover topics such as the different types of adoptions available to you, all the different ways that you can adopt, and everything else you need to know to actually start the process confidently and not wonder what is the next step I need to take, how much is this going to cost. So if that's you and the Lord has been working on your heart for years now to adopt, whether you have biological children or you don't have any biological children yet, I want to encourage you to join us for the Kingdom Adoption Launchpad. We'll be starting November 27, 2023 for 4 weeks, and I cannot wait to see you there. So just go to kingdomadoptionlaunchpad.com and sign up there, and I hope to see you all there. Now, as an attorney myself, where I mostly do adoptions, I've had the privilege and the honor of representing several birth mothers through my law practice when it came to adoption. So through my law practice, I've seen the price range somewhere between $10,000 to over $30,000. And the reason why that's been such a big range is because it depends on the mother's needs. Okay, so if the mother doesn't have medical insurance, for example, you may have to pay for some of those medical expenses depending on your state's laws. If the mom had to be on bed rest, for example, because it's a high-risk pregnancy and she had to lose, wages because of it, she may ask you to pay for that, again, depending on your state's laws. So as you can see, this is a very much like case-by-case, story-by-story basis. So if mom has medical insurance and she works fine through her pregnancy, you may not have to pay those fees. So this is why the price really fluctuates, because it's very, very story-specific, case-specific, match-specific, okay? And what's really going on with that mom and what she needs to help her make the right decision for her baby, okay? So you can use an attorney for your adoption, and the cost will be somewhere between $10,000 up to $30,000 or more, depending on the lawyer that you work with and also the state that you're working in. For example, in the Midwest, the cost of living is much lower, and so you'll find costs here are nearly not as high as if you're working with a lawyer in New York, California, Florida, or those bigger states. So sometimes people call around and they're shocked by the range of cost. I mean, like New York lawyer may cost you, I don't know, $1,000 an hour. I don't know how much they charge in New York, but you come to the Midwest and you may be surprised that a lawyer may cost you $300 an hour, right? Just because of the cost of living. So keep that in mind too when you're looking for professionals. It's not that there is one set specific cost for all of these different services. It also depends on the region that you're living in and the cost of living in that city, that region, that state. Okay. The other way that you can adopt a baby is through self-matching. And surprisingly, a lot of the adoptions I've been involved in as a lawyer were self-matched, meaning a friend of a friend talked to another friend that another friend was pregnant, or it was a friend who knew somebody who wanted to adopt and they were somehow connected with a mom who was looking for adoptive families, and that's how they matched. And so you'll be surprised how often that happens. If you're choosing to self-match, this means that you did not use a professional to help you find the birth mom, or to help the birth mom find you. Okay. But still, in that situation, even if you didn't need any help matching, you still need to pay for a lawyer to help you finalize the process. Okay. And so you still should expect to pay somewhere between $10,000 to $30,000 or more when it comes to adopting a newborn through self-matching. So overall, we're looking at the cost of adoption being somewhere between $10,000 to $40,000 plus. And I should say specifically, newborn adoption can cost it's such a wide range. Okay. And so that's really the cost of adoption in America. If you see the cost be, more than $40,000, you're probably starting to look into international adoption. And the reason why is because you're dealing with two different countries and there are more requirements and stringent requirements when it comes to international adoption. And there's a lot of fees and costs, and you have to travel there, you have to get your shots and get your passport. So all of that stuff adds to the cost of international adoption as well. Okay. So I hope that was helpful to just kind of give you an idea. A lot of people ask me, what range can I expect? How much does adoption cost? Or some people have been Googling or researching and they found a range that I think is just crazy, but I think it's because it's so agency specific to how much they charge that people may get confused about the cost of adoption. Okay, so thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that was helpful. Make sure to watch this video next, and I will see you in the next video. Don't forget to subscribe and like this video and share it with your friends. All right, bye-bye.